Hey everybody, my secret weapon here, and welcome back to our Let's Play Faster Than Light. Sorry it's been so long since the last update. It's just been a really busy couple of weeks, but enough about that. Let's get back into it. Let's see, when we stopped, we were in Sector 7. We're going to work through Sector 7 and 8 today and see what happens. Not a fan of these asteroid fields, I gotta tell you. The only threat he poses is that Artemis. Of course, we can cloak through it whenever he launches it, so as soon as the stealth comes out, we'll take him out. Oof. It's alright, that's why we got extra guys to repair. Well, that one missed us, thankfully. And normally it's not a good idea just to sit in a dangerous area, but the asteroids, when they hit the ship, aren't really able to do enough damage to matter. So, still, let's get out of here and get to the next area. That's not what I meant to do. It's alright, we can still cloak whenever he decides to launch that missile of his, so we should be fine. We need to make sure we hit these shields first, and then go in after something else as soon as the ion blast hits the shields. And the missile missed us anyway, so we saved cloaking on that. That works. We're gonna go ahead and turn auto fire on because I keep forgetting to fire whenever it's up. Nope. Shows I'm not paying attention today. I'm getting smashed everywhere. I have no idea why we're not just getting through these shields. This is crazy. Normally I don't have this much trouble. There we go. Almost there. And they got him back up again. It's gonna be another one of these fights. That explains it. So he has a Defender drone Mark II, which is able to actually shoot down our lasers and ion blast, which is why we're not getting through. Normally I don't like to, but we're gonna jump away from this fight because it's just gonna take too long. I'd probably win it, but I'm gonna expend way too many resources and time just trying to get through it. So we'll just move on to the next area. He's got a Defender drone too, but it's a Mark One, so it won't cause us too much trouble. and with his combination of weapons, he actually can't do any damage to us. The only hope he has is if he sends over his assault drone, and that's about it. And that might do something, but otherwise, with the combination of these two weapons, he's just not even going to be able to penetrate the shields. So we can just keep firing at him. Make our next blast take out the cockpit, and that should save us a little bit of trouble missing. We don't want to miss any more than we have to. So there we go. There we go. Alright, and they added some quest markers and repaired us a little bit, so that's good. Set up the store and see what they have, and then we'll start heading our way to the quest and see what we can get out of that. Those anti-ship drones are really nice to have, but they require a lot of power too. We could probably afford to go ahead and get one set up though. We do need to get those shields up by the end of this sector. We should probably do that now. So that way we have our maximum shields, and then we can start working on additional weapons and things like that. We can actually, if we want, well, I think we're going to do this. We're going to add another point in weapons, so if we want, we can have our Artemis up and ready to fire. We're finally getting a good stockpile of the missiles by not using it for so long, so we should be good there. And then, yeah, we don't have anything to sell. And if we don't find, and I think it may be too late already to use this, but if we don't find it by the end of the sector, I'll sell it off. Just for the extra scrap, because it's pointless being in there. And we'll fix some of the shields, or the armor, and we'll keep jumping. Alright. Another easy ship, I think. He has a bomb weapon which can bypass the shields, but I don't think with the combination of these he's going to be able to get too much through. So we'll just do like we normally do. Start with the shields. We're actually going to send an Artemis in there as well since the ion missed. Oh, great, that missed too. That's alright. Yeah, so his bomb weapon can get through, but his the rest of his weapons overall just can't penetrate the shields in time. So that's good. We need to clear up that mess right there. Now they're trying to escape, and no, I'm not going to accept their offer. I think we can get more out of killing them. We're going to disable that. We don't need them getting away. There we go. Now we got a little bit more. We got some more scrap out of it. We missed out on some missiles, but that's not too big a deal. And it's another one of these that actually won't be too bad. The weapons he has generally can't get through. The asteroids might make it possible, but um, I don't think it's going to be a problem. So we'll send the Artemis out for the shields first. And now that we've got those down, we're going to bomb them to make sure they stay down. Yeah, so with the combination of all his weapons, he has the potential to get a little bit through um, because of the asteroids, but it's not going to be enough to matter. And now we can take out the weapons just to make sure that make sure that doesn't happen. There we go. I use more missiles in there than I planned to. That's the one downside with autofire. If you're not paying attention, you can continue using missiles. One thing you can do is click on your weapon and then right click out in the field somewhere, and it'll stop it from firing automatically. Alright, so we're gonna have a fight on our hands in this one. Let's see, they're gonna end up in there, so we'll just send our guys over there, and they should be able to handle it without too much trouble. This guy's starting to get a little low. We'll move him over here and let him heal up, and then move him back into the fight. Alright, he's getting low. We gotta move him out. Alright, they ported back, so we're good there. Not that it's gonna make any difference for them. See if I can take a couple of them out just for the heck of it. Nope, he moved just in time. And then there we go, we got them too. Alright, let's see what this quest has got for us. Some extra loot, that's always good. And we got a new crew member, which puts us at 7. 8 is the actual maximum. 7's not bad though. I'll let him get healed up a bit. There we go. Alright. Moving along pretty well. We managed to pick up a beam weapon, or a beam drone too, which is good. We get a little extra. We get a little extra on the drones. Not what I meant. A little power rather. We can pop up a beam drone, and that does the same thing as the beam weapons. If their shields are up, it's useless, but it can just provide that little extra damage, especially if you take out the shields early. So it does have its plus side. I think we can get one more sector before we hit the exit, so we'll do that. Try and get a little extra scrap. Nope. Yeah, we allowed someone on board. I think we could trust them, and we couldn't. So, oh well, that's fine. We'll fight them. First, we'll suffocate them, and then we'll start working on this ship here. So, as usual, we're gonna go for the shields. Try and get those out first. And it looks like we're gonna have a fight in the weapons bay again. So we're gonna send all these guys over here to get that cleared up. And I'm actually gonna let another Artemis fly through the shields. I wanted to take that down pretty quick. And then as soon as the shields are down, we'll pop up this beam drone, and he can start providing a little extra support. And they just shot their rockets, so we're gonna cloak, make sure that doesn't kill us. I gotta get Vinny over here, and Charlie, and Matt is about to bite it. And oh, he barely made it away. And they ported back, so that was really good timing. A little bit of luck right there. And then the next volley should finish them off. There we go. Now, one thing to keep in mind, whenever you use a drone, unless you have the drone recovery arm, you will lose that drone um, every time a battle ends. So, you know, if you plan to use drones a lot, make sure you have a bunch of them in stock, or look for that drone recovery arm pretty early, because it's very, very important. Actually, we can hit one more before we hit the exit, so that's good. not really my favorite type of ship to fight. These are combat drones. They're just the Type 1s, so they're not going to provide too much damage to us because of the shields. Now, with the combination of these weapons, he certainly has the potential to get through. I'm going to send Artemis straight for his weapons and try to at least take one of those out. There we go. And then we'll start taking down the shields. We'll send another Artemis out and then stop that from firing. That way we don't get any more coming through. And now we're at the point where those drones are probably going to start taking us out. The shields are going down. I'm going to try and hit the drone bay before they do any damage to the hull if I can. There we go. That should knock one of them out. And then our shields can regenerate without any problems at all. And now he's just a sitting duck. He can't do anything against us. So we'll just finish him off like the rest. He is trying to jump. I did not see that pop up. That's alright. And wow, that's a huge jump. I was not expecting that. So we're going to end up having to fight a rebel ship here, which that's alright. Nothing we can't handle there. Not a fan of when that misses, I gotta tell you. And I wasn't paying attention there, so we got hit by a rocket, but that's alright. We'll start doing damage to the weapon systems now. Alright, he just shot one. We're going to cloak for it. There we go. Oh, it hit us anyway. Now, that's pretty rare. Normally, whenever you cloak for a missile, it misses entirely. So I'm not 100% sure why that went through, but that's alright. It wasn't a vital system, so it's not too big a deal. More annoying than anything. And we're going to get hit by another rocket here. Right on the weapons bay. Now that's bad, because he just took out two of our weapons. We still have our burst laser up, which is good. So we can damage their weapons. And I did manage to get an Artemis out onto the cockpit before that all happened, but still that hurt. We'll just keep firing at that. Well, we gotta take out the shields now. The weapons are down, so we're free for a second to work on the shields again. Alright, and the next volley should finish this guy off. There we go. Now, the downside, of course, to fighting these rebel ships is all you get is a single fuel, which was enough to pay for the jump, and that's it. But we're moving into the last stand, which is Sector 8. Now, this one works a little differently. You'll see on the map here, everything's already in red, so pretty much most places that you jump are going to be um, they're going to be covered by rebel ships that you're going to have to fight. The whole point is to get to the boss over here, who's going to be moving around, trying to reach the end over here, and you have to take him out before he reaches the end. So let's do this. There's also repair shops. I'm going to hit one of them on the way, just to repair that little last bit, and maybe get some missiles from it or something. And most of the ships in here, you can still get pirates and slavers and stuff, and get more loot, not just the single fuel. But it's still not great to wait too long because that ship's going to start moving pretty quick. And we're going to attack him. Oh, that didn't work at all. He's got probably. Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. His drone is able to shoot down any of our missiles, so the Artemis is going to be completely useless this time around. Our ion cannon should be able to take out those shields though, so that's not too big a deal. And there comes the missile of his. We're gonna cloak past it and start bombing his weapons. Now what's nice is he temporarily shut down that missile there, even for just half a second, which means it resets the timer on it, which gives us that much longer before he launches another one. Wasn't long enough, but you know, it always has the potential. And we'll just keep bombing him like this till he's done. If he had a defense 2, he'd be able to knock these down and it would be a big problem, but we're going to go ahead and take the extra crew member. That might provide us a little bit of help later on. We're going to need it for the boss fight, all the crew we can get. So he's got 2 defense drones, so again, the missiles are going to be pretty much useless. We're just going to have to fight our way through the shields as usual. So this guy's got some good evasion though. We keep missing every time with that ion, which is not good. Every other time anyway. So we're gonna have to start blasting it down. I was hoping to wait and maybe get a little more damage on the shield on the first blast, but it's not gonna do us any good to wait any longer. Thankfully he keeps missing with his missiles. We have a pretty good evasion rate. We are gonna pump that up here in a minute, just to try to get some more evasion for the last fight. Because we don't really have much on the defensive side, other than the single cloak and no defensive drones, so we have to have evasion for it. Alright, let's go ahead and boost up some on our engines here. There we go. And we can actually probably get one more point in there. I don't think we're... Well, actually, what we probably need to do is start reinforcing these. Um, the vital system, specifically medbay and the oxygen. And then we're going to do one for the piloting as well. Now, these two, we're not necessarily going to put points in them, at least not all the time, but what that does is it provides that little extra barrier before it gets completely destroyed, which is especially good with your oxygen. Now we do need to heal some people up. People need to get some medical attention, just a couple of them. We want to make sure everyone's healthy before we start getting into the last fight, because otherwise we're gonna see ourselves hurting really, really early. Alright, and there's a store. I'm definitely gonna hit that store. We don't have much to sell or buy, but I want to see what's there. We're gonna sell off this damaged stasis pod for sure, and I think we're gonna go ahead and well, we could sell this and pick up a mantis, which would be really good for the final fight. And we don't have a lot of room to really move before we definitely want to get one of those mantis. So I'm trying to decide. I don't know what's going to be best to drop here. Because we're going to have just not enough to pick it up. We can sell the beam. We're not going to really be able to use that in the last fight anyway. Keeping the weapon pre-igniter, we have to have that. What we'll do is he's jumping between 2 points, so we're not in too much trouble. I'm going to come back to this, and then we're just going to make our way back. But I'm going to, well, probably this one. Hopefully pick up a little bit of extra scrap. We'll see what happens. Okay, yeah, we can pick up some scrap here. And then we'll go back and buy a Mantis troop and then head off to the last boss. I'm going to watch for that missile launcher. When he decides to send it out, it's definitely going to hurt if it hits. Alright, there it goes. We'll cloak that. We're going to start attacking these weapons. We can't afford another missile coming through because we can't defend against it. So hopefully we can take those out before it causes any trouble. Nope. And so he's going to probably, yeah, he's going to get another chance to fire a missile. That one's thankfully completely missed. Alright, and the next volley should finish him off. Hopefully. Oh, he's still got one away. That figures. That's actually a great amount of scrap for what we're planning to do. So we're going to jump back to the store. We are going to get one of these guys. Oh, we have to, we're going to have to dismiss one of them. We're going to just get rid of that guy. We're not using him anyway. And then, now we can go in. We're going to buy a Mantis. And we're going to buy a few missiles. And repair a little bit in case we have trouble getting to that repair shop. We're not going to need any more scrap. I don't really see, I don't really see us needing to buy or upgrade too much. We're going to go here, and then we're going to catch him at the repair shop, which means the repair shop may be disabled. I'm not sure. We'll find out. I've never had a boss on a repair shop. Yeah, it's disabled. So here's the boss fight. And, yeah, so actually what we're going to do is we're going to end it here, and we're going to take an extra episode and do the boss fight after that. So you guys stay tuned, and we'll murder the boss on the next episode.